What's good, fellas? Back on it.
What's good, bro?
See y'all.
I was glad to see y'all, man.
You doing good?
Yeah, doing great. Hanging in there.
Glad to hear that, man.
How's y'all week?
We was cool, eventful, productive. That's my new word. Productive. Trying to be better at adjectives of my weekend, my day.
Your adjectives of your weekend?
Yeah, and my weekend, my day and stuff. I want to be that same guy that keeps saying that stuff like, "Oh, I'm just maintaining," or like
You're right. I just did that actually.
Oh, you know, I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to live.
Want to be more intricate and explanation.
Yeah.
I just my weekend was okay. It ended like on I don't know, like a note in which where I don't know, I didn't know what to think as far as work. You know what I'm saying? Change is coming at work.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, I guess I'm not a person accustomed to change. So as soon as I get acclimated to how things are, and I've been able to navigate my week, my work, whatever have you, and something change, I'm like, man, I don't have positive thoughts of the change. Like, I think the change is going to be bad. I don't know if it's going to be good. I just assume it's going to be bad. And I'm like, shit, should I get another job? What's that?
Old people. That's the sign you getting old.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn, you mother. Yep.
You're right, bro. And I'm trying to like be positive with the change because I don't know if it's gonna be bad, but just assume. Yeah, you just assume it's gonna be bad. But
emo territory or something.
Right. So
I don't know. As long as they change, is equal more change in your pocket.
Right. That is exactly that too. Like, don't make me do more for less.
Yeah.
So a quote I go by, just so you know, I understand what y'all saying at 100%, but at some point in your life, at points in your life, you're always gonna do more for less, but the potential of getting more later on. Like, you maybe get more work now, not getting paid for it, but that experience is something that you can't really put a price tag on.
Put that on your resume.
Yeah. It will come eventually. So
yeah, that's why I tell the people that report to me, I was like, it's always good to learn something new that's outside of your job description, because you can put that on your resume, even if you're not the person to do it. But if you know how to do it, you can add that. That's experience.
Yeah. But before we go any further, this big shout out to Tavares out there, Mr. T.
Mr. T.
He on to new adventures, like we just said. Change is good. Yep. So he on to new adventures in life, and
he'll be in the clouds.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the clouds, not doing his thing. Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, much sense to that.
Yeah, I mean, people will find a lane to get into as far as work, and if you discovered it, even if it's later on in life, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Do what you do.
Got a question for y'all, fellas.
You always do, man.
Yeah. So, first date, me and the chick up. Is it just me, or wearing a white shirt is a bad idea these days?
Maybe not for first dates, because generally on first dates, it doesn't. People, I mean, depending on how the date goes, people don't really get that close to where your white shirt will now be a brown shirt or a red shirt.
I want a hug. Shirt. I want a hug.
Except it all depends on how the date's going.
Yeah.
That white shirt could either stay white, or it'll end up turning to violet or brown or green, whatever makeup design for that day is.
Honestly, I never wear a light shirt, period. I always wear a dark shirt because of that. Because a woman, she's going to try to look her best, and sometimes, a lot of times, that involves makeup.
Right.
So you don't want to be rude by like not hugging her or giving like an awkward,
Yeah.
I like your shirt. I like your shirt.
Finally take this shirt off before I do
so you wear a dark shirt, you may get a little something on there, but at least you know for next time, that's the person you can't wear white shirts around.
All right, so you say they get ready, they want to look their best. Mm-hmm. I'm asking a question. For who though?
Well, that's what I was wondering about too. It's like, who is the makeup for? Is it for us or for them?
Is it their image they see themselves that make them think that that's what they look good in? Because it had to be something. At some point, you had to do it and then get the response you're looking for. Maybe the attention they was looking for, but they had to look at themselves first and say, "Well, this is what I like."
That's a good question. Well, I think they're doing it for themselves because they was doing it long before they even knew who you were.
Yeah, but at some point, uh, maybe it was after high school, maybe it was after college, whatever. They finally decide to uh, sharpen up their skills as far as putting makeup on, and they just went with it. Because before that, they probably wasn't putting makeup on. Like, at what point do young ladies start putting makeup on? And
what started that? I wonder what started that. Did someone say you ugly and they just say I'm put makeup on, or did it just like?
Well,
do you like yourself?
That's a good question that you just asked, because I be seeing these I be come across Instagram posts where these women be really capping with the makeup. They like a totally different person.
Mm-hmm.
So did someone tell them that they look ugly? Most likely. And did they know they look ugly? Yeah. Well, I would say ugly, unattractive. So they use the makeup and they totally like turn their whole face around.
It's nice to that. So I got to ask a question about being attractive and stuff like that. So have you ever been attracted to a person that's not attractive? And have you ever found a attractive person not attractive?
Yeah.
So like,
Yes.
Like, exactly. So at that end of the day, with that being said, all the other stuff is just bullshit because technically somebody who's going to have eyes for you will have eyes for you, whatever you look like.
Right.
Well, it's different, right? Like the person that was unattractive that I was attracted to, it wasn't initial. It wasn't initial attraction.
It built up.
Yes. So it built up and
you was on Love Is Blind or something? You was on that TV show?
Oh no.
I actually know what he's talking about because same situation for me at one point where, like I said, at first, that person wasn't really attractive, didn't even see it, but after getting to know them and actually talking or whatever, I would just click.
Yeah.
And why don't we go back to that? Like me personally, I'm 100% with you guys. Why can't we get to that level in this world? Like, why? Trust me, I do understand physical attraction and all that kind of stuff, the initial thing, but conversation is way more deeper and attraction. And that's our relationship. I think those are relationships that last forever.
Yeah.
Because I don't want a relationship with a chick that looks like Kelly Rowland when I meet her, and then she look like Michonne from Walking Dead.
Stop it. Michonne is a beautiful.
No, she is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Remember what I said? Look what I said from The Walking Dead. They intentionally make her look a certain way.
Oh, okay. They try because she got no makeup.
They make her look like she's outside. So I'm talking that. Right. So you go out looking like Kelly Rowland.
It's so funny you say that because I feel like women like the topic, but women don't really like themselves for whatever reason. I'm sure they want to blame guys for that because
it's always
like makeup on for guys, but most men don't really care about that heavy. Like I this morning I woke up and I was on Instagram and I didn't even know the person. It just came up as someone you might know. Clicked on profile to see if I knew the person, and they had a makeup tutorial. And that tutorial lasted, and I don't know why I watched it, but that tutorial lasted damn near 10 minutes, and I seen at least 10 layers of makeup put on.
Yeah, that's a new person.
Like from using 12 different little brushes or whatever you call that fluffy thing, and they just then another layer, then a bronzing, then a shade to make the cheeks rosy, then 2 different types of lipstick. Then I was like, what? And she definitely looked completely different. Like she looked dead.
Yeah. Speaking of that, they don't do that much makeup on dead people.
Exactly.
So
and I feel like the makeup is covering up. Like you're not getting the melanin and the natural light that your skin's supposed to get. So when you don't wear makeup, you look just pale and you. Like let that sun shine on in, man. Let you get that natural glow.
Yeah.
Ross.
But to answer your question, Kevin, about why don't we have relationships that build? Because you gotta look in the time we're in a fast-paced time where we came from an era. I don't want to date ourselves, but we came from an era where internet was dial-up. So now people.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
We dated ourselves immediately.
Yeah.
You said
But people want that instant gratification. So they put on makeup, enhance their body. Even guys do, crazy
Especially now,
things.
I seen a statistic. They said like what it said, like, no one, like 13% guys are going overseas and getting stuff done. Yeah, like 13% or something like that. Men are like,
That's crazy.
So that's the era we're in. We're in a superficial era.
which sucks because the other thing that sucks about it is because when you do those kind of changes to your body, you want instant gratification. So you want a man to talk to you on Monday and be your boyfriend on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get somebody who's like, oh, slow down, take it easy. But no, I did all this here for you. Calm down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it be there. But because you put all that work into it, like if I spent $10,000 on a new body, I want instant. I want somebody to know that right away and let's get it going.
Yeah. Another thing, right? A person that put on makeup all the time and they attract the guy from that makeup. Now she has to keep that same effort every single day when she wake up to keep this guy. And then when the guy, if she does it and the guy sees who she really is, he might have a change of heart, and now she's gonna feel some type of way.
100%. So two things on that. Like I used to say that, but again, don't come for me, Beehive. Just my personal opinion. Nothing against her. Very beautiful person on TV. That's what I feel about Beyonce. Like I would have to like, hey, babe, get up. What's wrong? Did you go get your face on before I wake up? I don't want to see it. No,
Right. There's
that
no
kind of
way. Yeah, she's no way she looks the way she looks.
Consistent, right?
Waking up.
Yeah. It was a Budweiser commercial back in the day, Super Bowl commercial.
Mm-hmm.
That dude wakes up, looks over, scared. He start trying to get out of the house like he thought he had a one night stand.
Yeah.
As he going down the stairs, he see the pictures on the wall of kids. He's like, oh. He gets to the end of the stairs, and it's a family portrait. It's actually his wife. They like be drink responsible.
Right. Right. And it, like, because I was thinking about it, and most people, well, women say that I've seen women say at least that they do it for men, but you also got to make sure, are they doing it for men or for themselves? But then you also got to ask, are they doing it for other people? By that, I mean, yeah, like we was talking about earlier, when we said finding an unattractive person attractive to a degree or after conversation or whatever have you. The reason why some people don't move forward with that unattractive person, even though they not find them attractive, is maybe they're afraid of what their friends might do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it. They're not even though I've built a connection with this person, she might not be the Instagram attractive that people see out there, but for some reason I'm attracted to her. But then I'm still worrying about what people will comment about if they see us out or
shame on you if you're not worried about that.
Exactly.
That you will
So I think that's what stops as well people from moving forward with the quote unquote person.
If you're worried about what your friends or peers, whatever, say about the person that you are attracted to, you do not want love.
You don't. You shouldn't be out in the streets. You should stay home and work on you in some kind of way, because obviously you don't care about people and you don't know what you're looking for, because I'm just looking for somebody peace, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what also contributes to this whole makeup era.
Yeah.
Like women take this makeup on because they don't want to be that again, quote unquote unattractive person that will never get scooped up by men or women. For the same reason that they just feel like they won't be accepted.
Yeah. But y'all said a question like, who's to blame, and women are gonna blame men. I think men are to blame, but it's not, what you think. The man who is to blame for women, not being, content with who they are the fathers.
But it's time dads do all that kind of. Sometimes it's good dads, and these girls just because I'm gonna tell you right now. So you want me to I'm giving you some part of the dads, but I'm saying in certain cases, and we all victim of it too as well, that our peers become more important to us than our parents.
Right.
And that's what happens. Like, don't care how a dad can tell a daughter 110 times how beautiful they are. If they're not getting validation from the people they want to get validated from,
right,
it doesn't matter.
Like, what could
you tell me that, Daddy?
You have to instill confidence in your kids.
But what could a dad possibly do to? Because I mean, if that young lady is homeschooled most of her life, then yeah, I get it. but eventually she's going to end up going to, like you said, going to school and meeting with peers and either get picked on or don't get picked on. And it's going to drive how they see themselves or how they should be seen.
Okay.
You know, they might not even get picked on, but they see somebody else getting picked on. And I don't want to be that person.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, all right. It's a lot of people out there that got nicknames from their family, and it's ugly nicknames.
Well, ain't no good nicknames. Ain't no good nicknames.
Exactly, ain't no good nicknames. So they get it from their home. It ain't.
That's why I get that
That's
part.
where insecurities come from.
I get that part. Those people, yeah. But most of I get that part. But like, I'm talking about the ones that I really feel like we got. Because no, I got 2 daughters. I think I instill great confidence in both of them. But their peers are the ones who solidify that confidence. So I can tell them all day long they're beautiful, but Daddy, you're supposed to say that. One of my daughters said, you're supposed to tell me that. It's the interaction she has with her peers, how much she get hit on, and all that kind of stuff. Same thing for a man though. Like your mom would tell you handsome all day long, but you sit in the house by yourself and a chick talking to you, you kind of realize maybe ain't that cute.
Nah, that's women in general. So it don't matter if you got a girl, it don't matter how much you tell her she's beautiful. She won't believe you.
Well,
it takes outside people to tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, one of the realest things my mom told me when I was young, she was like, not everybody's gonna like you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Not everybody's gonna like me. And I'm content with that.
If you look here, 10% of the people like
you. Yeah.
They really like you, yeah. You're right about that part. It's funny, I was telling my mom about that part. We and my mom were talking about that yesterday. She said the same thing. Everybody gonna like you and say you cute, but don't think you too cute. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, she's like, you cute, but don't think you too cute.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I gotta bring you down a little bit. And you get a little on your high horse.
That was the key. She said all the time. She's like, you cute, but don't think you too cute now. It's always somebody better looking out there. There's always somebody gonna think you ugly.
Exactly. And that's how I feel. A girl can say, hey, you handsome, this and that. I'm like, thank you. But I know I ain't the most handsome guy on the spectrum, but I know I'm far from the ugly one. So I'm in the middle.
Bare minimum, like, yo, I'm not.
Yeah, I know what spectrum you looking at.
Hey, I got all my teeth. Hey,
all the teeth. Follicles are good.
Yep. Shoot, I know ain't on that end.
Yeah, so it's y'all. Anybody here listen to Jordan Peterson?
No.
All right. So he got this little thing that there's no fact behind. He says there's no fact, but scientifically thinks even with women how they attract men during their menstrual cycles and stuff like that. So the closer you are to their menstrual, the wider jawline or whatever is less attractive versus the chisel, because the closer you are to their menstrual, they really ovulate and they got to be time for them to get pregnant. The more masculine man is more attracted to them. They're attracted to the more masculine man.
So one with a big mouth is not,
No, I'm saying, I'm saying. No, that's what a guy. I'm talking for men. Like, so when women look at men, the closer you are to your menstrual cycle, the more chiseled you are, the more masculine you look, the more attractive you are to them.
So they're you're saying the vision of men changes
based on their cycle. So, and he was saying, but his theory is that when women start taking a pill, that stop the cycle. So now they're finding less masculine men attractive, which messes up the whole playground.
Well, I think that's. If that is true, it doesn't really work out because they only find you that attractive for what, a week?
Closer to it, yeah.
And after that, you're not attracted anymore. Like, what if you do something in a week?
Your girl, like, really, she gets the horniest right before it comes, right?
Right.
So that's when that's that week.
Well, no, y'all missing. There's a lot of horny girls on the pill.
Well, no, that's what he was saying. He said, like, being on the pill though, it messes up that vision.
So yeah, they're gonna be horny, but they might not necessarily find you attractive as when they were ovulating.
Yeah, for the most part, it's a lot of thoughts out there on the pill.
So you saying it's a bunch of women that's constantly on their cycle?
Hey,
well,
not off the cycle, but they still be getting it in. Like they find somebody attractive.
Right. That's the whole. We understood. That's the whole thing about the pill. That was the whole problem with the pill, because the pill changed the whole sexual dynamic of the world. Because it made women, it would be more free. Because back then, they was look more conservative with sex because you had such a high hopes and high chance of getting pregnant.
It was like, hold on, you can nut in me and I won't get pregnant.
Let's go.
Brilliant.
Let's go.
Just a little bit of red. You get it.
Let's go. Certain things, I watch you about that. Certain things that change the sexual activity of human beings. How cars change sexual activity. Before cars, you had to get a hotel and had to go somewhere. So sex was less. But when cars got there, kids started having sex more often. We had someone to be.
Mm-hmm.
And little things like that. The pill, how it changed and stuff. But, and back to this whole, why don't you like yourself thing, is that all these things put in place is the reason why women and men as well don't like themselves, because the opportunity to have sex is so grand out there. If you're not having it, if you're not being entertained by the opposite sex, or the same sex, you feel inadequate in the world. And then you make all these different changes to yourself to try to feel adequate, but at the end of the day, none of those changes are actually fixing what's really broke.
Right.
Yourself, you and yourself.
Yeah. So you do this to feel sexy.
Yep.
But
you're not viewing yourself properly because you're worried about what other people think or of you, or what they might see you.
So this is on the same lines of those women with the fake asses and stuff.
Fake asses, fake breasts, all that. Like I said, it's one thing to get brand new titties because you can't find clothes to fit. You have to keep shopping in the junior section.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to get breast reduction because of health reasons. But just to get it, just thinking that it's gonna bring in new stuff.
Yeah.
Me personally, do what you do with your money, whatever you want, but it has to be an investment properly. If you're gonna do it, why are you getting new titties? Are you making more money? How is it helping you in your life?
But my question for y'all is, what do women wear that's fake that y'all find attractive?
Find attractive or unattractive?
Like titties,
what do you find?
Eyelashes,
like, damn, what's too bad with that fake one?
Contacts.
Have you ever dated a girl that just said, can you put this on for me? Like, hey, baby, can you go get some blue contacts? Because I think that's sexy. Have you ever did that in your life?
I think the only thing that, and I don't even know if you call this wearing, but maybe changing hair color.
That part. I can take that.
But that's still there. Like, I still want it to be a real hair. Like, I don't want a different way. I want just the color change, maybe. But
So you don't care for the fake hair?
No.
What about lashes?
No.
Never in the history of nigga if anybody said that in their world, like, girl, you'd be fine if you had lashes.
Right.
Never.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you see women with said long lashes, and you would hope that that's their real lashes, but you don't know. Yes, does long lashes look good? Yeah, but at the same time, I'm thinking it might be your real lashes. Like, never am I assuming that of all the appendages and body parts and things that could be fake, those eyelashes are fake. I might say, yeah, that's not her real hair, or that's not her real ass, or her nails is fake. But my go-to is never, I wonder if those eyelashes are real fake because they look good as hell. I'm just assuming that's the eyelash.
What about eyebrows?
That's a problem.
I don't want the surprise all the time. I don't like the surprise.
I don't like when eyelashes looking like the painting on the wall. Just squiggly lines. I don't like that.
Yeah, my eyelash,
but eyebrows.
My thing with surprise eyebrows, that's the one I get me every time. Just like, cause like, I know her eyes are closed, but her eyebrows are so far up that she looks like what's going on here?
Like, I'm baffled. Like, how did it get to that point?
Yeah. Somebody told me it was cute.
No, what I'm saying is, like, how did it get to the point that you pluck every single eyebrow out to where you now have to, get on?
You have the ink nose and the tattoos now too.
Yeah.
But again, so the same thing with eyelashes though. When they put them on for so long and they start taking them off, popping them out, your body not reproducing that stuff like it's supposed to. You don't get new eyelashes. Now you stuck. Now you only fake eyelashes forever because your body ain't growing no more. Yeah. So in that situation, same thing with eyebrows. I mean, they get them waxed and picked out so often that I just stop growing hair.
Right.
So my question for y'all, right? So you got the women that wear a lot of makeup, women with fake ass, with the fake hair. Would y'all ever date one seriously? When I say date one seriously, like calling your man your girl, or would you just do a catch and release? Would you smash and just let her go about her business?
If they had all those things fake, or one or three, or
about two out of the three.
I don't know, man, because like
But fake ass is one of them.
I generally don't find a fake ass to be attractive.
So you wouldn't smash someone with a fake ass?
You trying to make me look like a dog, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna smash.
Probably it.
But that's the thing, right? A lot of women look at that men, viewing these women and chasing these women, but they only chasing them to smash. They're not chasing them to like say, this woman's gonna be a great wife, but this woman's gonna be a great mother of my children.
So on the women's side, the assumption is that they got all of that stuff because they can get a man or they're gonna get a man. Whereas on the other side, for the guys, it's not necessarily just that. They just want to catch and release.
Yeah.
A smash because it looks appealing, but not something I really want or like.
Yeah.
It's just something like, that'd be something cool to do.
But for a lot of women, they don't see that. They don't see what we see. They don't see that process. They just see, oh, she getting guys.
But everybody's like you said, it's instant gratification because most guys have visual is there, especially if the doctor did a good job, is there. I want to smash. But once you smash, you start thinking about reality. You gotta maintain that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to maintain that.
But who instilled that vision that a woman might have? Like, if I get this, I'll be able to get
rappers.
That's what I was gonna say. It was in the videos, right?
All the girls, because think about it, the only girls in the videos was the juicy booties, voluptuous, and those most of them were natural. Most of those were natural, but then that's all we saw in the videos. Even as kids, again, aging ourselves. PET uncut. We watching for a reason.
PET uncut.
Them chicks is healthy.
Healthy, yes.
I was staying up for PET uncut.
But most of those chicks, like I said, they probably was in the gym, heavy and everything else. Now women just like, fuck the gym, fuck eating right. I'm just gonna go over here and get this done real quick,
right?
And pop it out. So
hence why you see less races, regular races in the gym.
That is so weird. I go in the gym and I see a woman of black heritage who talk to her, and she's from an island, or she's not American.
Right.
Like, do any Black Americans actually go to the gym? When you go to it's
not really.
It's like 1 out of 50 years there.
It's special to the gym.
I don't know. I go to 2 types of gyms, and those 2 gyms is very rare. You see just strictly African American women.
Yeah.
They're from Caribbean or some descent maybe, but nothing just from.
And we also live in an age right now where they're pushing the love yourself, which you should obviously for how you are, but at the same time, are you supposed to be how you are, or did you let it get to that point?
Well, like I said, it's a balance. I say love yourself, but love yourself with the hopes of being healthy. Whichever one is like, so again, I got my dad body or whatever, but I'm in the gym trying to keep it healthy. I don't want the diabetes and everything else that comes with being unhealthy. So now my thing, if you going love yourself, cool, but if you got unhealthy traits, like, and you don't love yourself no more though. Because I see people all the time, like I see a young lady, she's obese and she got all these unhealthy things, my back hurt, my knees hurt. You don't love yourself. If you love yourself, you'll do what it takes to make those changes.
You no longer care.
Yeah. So that's my whole thing.
Some people only love themselves when it comes to food.
Yep.
But when it comes to taking care of their body, they hate themselves. They not in the right shape.
Right.
And have those, ailments.
But they might like, you want to come and drink it. If the doctor told you tomorrow, Tony, drinking is hurting your body. Your kidneys can't take it no more. Do you love yourself to like, all right, yes, I can start on drinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. But if you keep doing it, you really don't love yourself.
You don't care. Yeah, you honestly don't care. You don't care that eventually you're gonna die or you're gonna, or have to do dialysis or whatever. Like,
that's the part I mean by like when I say care about yourself, love yourself whatever skin you in. Yep. But if you see it's causing you some kind of hurt or it's causing some kind of pain or whatever it may be, and you don't make the changes, then that's why I think you have something mentally, you have a self-esteem issue.
Yeah. I think the first person you gotta love is yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you really can't love nobody else.
100%. 100%. So back to the topic. What was the topic again? We said, why don't you like yourself?
Yeah.
All that's there.
Pretty much.
But I don't know, man. I wish we could get to a spot. I like that show though. Love is Blind, whatever. I like the show. I like the concept. I don't think it's real, but I like the concept.
I don't think that's true. There's no way. There's no way. That they're doing it for the clicks, the likes, the views, the whatever.
100%.
Nobody's actually gonna be looking for love.
I think
And can't see.
You can't see it for what was it, like 6 weeks or something like that on the show.
Yeah. Nobody's.
But
Nobody wants to know that.
and they do it from people in big cities. Like you got to do that will work in small cities that you never heard of.
Right.
But in big cities, you definitely can't do that in Miami.
No.
What?
What you
Nobody wants to know that bad.
I think relationships last longer in smaller cities though
Definitely.
because you know who you are and you know where you at.
I feel like the rate for marriages that survive, either a lifetime or at least 60 years is in small states, small cities, small
Or people from those towns.
or whatever.
They may move to a big city, but they from that small town. They,
Right.
They know
Because-
they got
And does that beg the question? Is it because your options are smaller, or
Yeah.
I've always said that men are only faced with the options now.
Yeah.
Men and women only faced with options. Because
Yeah.
women think they got a good dude and come outside and somebody else is just a little bit better and finds them attractive.
It's human nature, right? If you got a farm and you only got a certain number of potatoes and you got a family, you think you're gonna give those away? Hell no, you're gonna hold them tight.
Yep.
Ration them out. You're gonna cherish these.
Yeah.
You're gonna savor every bite.
Everybody. But why is that? Why is that not mindset? Like, so if you don't get a job and they say you're not qualified for it, you take it on the chin. You good with, right? You don't get do certain things in life. They say you go to the bank, you try to get a card, like, well, your credit's not good enough for it. You walk over that. Why can't we have the same thought in relationships? Why do we always think we got to have the best?
I don't settle for it.
I know, okay, but I'm saying when you don't. So my thing, when you get turned down for something,
Yeah.
you make the changes to go back and try to get that again, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You make the changes. I'm saying, but why in relationships when we can't get something we think we deserve, we don't go back to the drawing board and get better. We just blame the person for not getting it to us.
Yeah.
Like, when you go apply for a house, right now you go apply for $1 million home, and like, well, sir, you really don't qualify for this. You go back to the drawing board, get a better job. What you got to do to make that money to get to it.
But sometimes that's good for like, people with like mental things that are bad. Like, but if someone turn you down because of height or skin color and stuff like that, that's on them. If you get denied because of that,
But I'm saying you just ain't in that. Your resume don't fit the job title.
But
That's for that person. So just keep. But at what point do we just understand that instead of getting mad about it? That's what's like. Even when it comes to women, if I turn a young lady down because her resume don't fit with my job, with what I need for the job, I'm the asshole. No, your resume there.
Yeah, right.
No matter what it is.
Yeah.
You like who you like.
Like who you like it, and we do that. What I'm saying, but we accept it in every other aspect of life except for relationships. Now I want that's weird as hell to me.
Yeah. My thing is, chase who chase you.
You said chase who chase you?
Hey, they really chasing? They chasing you? Y'all shouldn't be chasing
I'm about to
nobody.
say, somebody gotta not be chasing somebody.
But that's me. I'm saying put effort into someone who put effort into
100%.
Like you.
Yeah.
And trust me,
Don't
it's
worry about
hard.
it. Yeah.
That's hard because sometimes the person like you don't like them.
Very much so.
Hey, maybe you take the time to build.
And that also goes back to sometimes the person who like you don't like them. It's probably because you worried if other people like them.
If that's the case, then yeah, shame on you for that.
So
There's some dudes, be cuffing women because they know other niggas will take it. So
look, I don't want her, but I also don't want her to be out in public population.
Yeah. So we'll keep it right here.
We keep it right here.
Yeah. And you know what it usually is though? It's those ones who like those are good women. Like they do all the other things that cook, clean, thoughtful, all that kind of good stuff. But just something ain't there yet. Whatever it may be for that man. That's the situation.
Yeah.
A lot of times, it'd be, a lot of men are attracted to those, I guess, chicks that cause little drama. And they got a safe chick. They ain't causing no kind of drama that's going to be there. But the thing is, they have that assurance that this person's going to be there, so they take it for granted.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Then he ruin them for the next man. Yeah, someone like us, we get to them and they're like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm
Try to
great.
cut me. I want to be your partner right now. Like,
yeah.
no, why did you do that? But
Certain trigger words.
yep, trigger words. All that kind of. Yeah, I was thinking about some of that flesh from my head. Yeah, I said to the chicken, put your hand around her, and she started having flashbacks.
Yeah, I've done that before. All of a sudden, wait, what?
Yeah. So
It happened to me too.
Yeah.
I don't feel alone anymore. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all.
My friend from Australia.
I ain't gonna put out the letter.
I know
who that is, but I guess
I'm a single man.
it is
Back
good.
in
to
the
be
day.
a single man. Let's see right in the camera.
Right, you see it, right?
Man.
Okay. Let's see, man.
That's back in the day.
Hey, being single is nice though. It's nice out here.
Mm-hmm.
No stress.
Man.
Don't have to worry about what you eating for dinner. And
Is that possible?
bro, you know the hard thing, asking somebody what they want to eat and they can't give you answers. No. I know what I want. I'm gonna go there, but then you don't want it something. But one thing I love about being single, going out, my receipt is really short.
Oh yeah. My thing, don't tell me you're hungry, but you don't know what you want to eat.
Right.
If you're hungry, you eat anything. But now you being picky, no, you ain't hungry then.
Exactly. I'm the hardest thing about me dating right now is I'm a solution guy. I want solutions. Don't give me the problem. Come to me with solutions. Say, hey, we're hungry. I thought I see this restaurant over here. You want to try it out? Come with a solution. Don't come with like I'm hungry and just leave me there.
That's a trait of a man.
Huh?
That's a trait of a man.
Yeah.
Come with solutions.
Come with solutions, man. Don't just give me the problem. I don't mind solving them, but
I like that. That's a good little sign right there.
So, with that being said, we're not doing dark humor anymore. We took that out.
I'm about to say, I guess you ruined that right back.
Yeah, I kind of did. Dark humor ain't for everybody, though. It ain't for
I
everybody.
don't even know if they made it out.
No, I didn't.
They didn't make it out.
But the dark humor ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of funny.
It's a day to be happy, bro.
It is.
Not to be dark.
No.
It's a Sunday.
Sunday.
It's a what?
It's a Sunday.
It's a sunny day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One up to South Florida.
Joking stuff.
Oh, we will.
The
joke.
That was a joke itself, but that's not the joke. But the joke would be what? I don't know if I said it before. I'm going to tell the joke.
Oh, we gotta do the intro. The joke of the day.
Oh, the intro.
You ready?
Yeah.
Time for the joke of the day.
Thank you.
In 1952.
I know you've been waiting. In 1950, that's what that is. What did one shark say to the other while eating a clownfish?
This ain't funny. This ain't funny.
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's funny. I stuttered because I was like, oh, did you get it?
Yeah, you
almost had it, man. You almost had it.
Dad joke 101. Slide Through Podcast. Like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff.